Hi everyone, and welcome to the SwiftFox Masterclass. In this session, we're going to look at receipt automations, specifically how you can trigger automations when a receipt is created, and use receipt owner merge fields to personalize your communications automatically. This is one of those features that quietly unlocks a lot of power. It lets you respond differently to successful and failed receipts, tailor your messaging based on payment details, and personalize emails using the contact link to the receipt, all without manual follow-up. At a high level, receipt automations allow SwiftFox to react the moment a receipt is generated. Instead of someone needing to check payment statuses or send emails manually, SwiftFox can detect whether a receipt was successful or failed, evaluate details inside the receipt, and automatically trigger the right actions. This is particularly useful for things like failed payment follow-ups, successful payment confirmations, donation acknowledgements, and internal finance notifications. You can also create different workflows depending on how a payment was made. The important shift here is that payment workflows become automatic rather than reactive. So you're not chasing receipts, SwiftFox is responding to them on your behalf. Every receipt in SwiftFox is linked to a person. Receipt owner merge fields let you pull information from that person, specifically their name, email address, and mobile number, directly into your automation actions. This means your automations aren't generic. They're personalized, accurate, and tied to the actual person who made the payment. You don't need to guess who to contact or hard-code addresses. SwiftFox handles it dynamically. When an automation runs, the system automatically resolves the correct contact details from the receipt and uses them in your email, SMS, or other actions. To get started, head to Automations and create an automation. When you select the receipt trigger, SwiftFox lets you know that a conditional outcome step will be added automatically. Once you confirm, your automation is created with a receipt trigger at the top, followed by a conditional outcome block with two default branches, success and failed. This structure gives you an immediate way to separate what happens when a payment succeeds versus when it doesn't. You can build out each branch independently based on the outcome you're handling. Although the branches are labeled success and failed, you're not locked into these definitions. If you open the conditional outcome settings, you can fully customize what each branch checks for. You can build conditions based on receipt data, such as receipt status, payment method, line type, subscription category, line comments, or total receipt amount. This means you can do much more than just success versus failure. For example, you might route receipts using a specific payment gateway down a different path, trigger actions only when line comments contain a certain word, handle large payments differently to small ones, or customize flows for different types of subscriptions or donations. SwiftFox evaluates the receipt against your conditions and sends it down the appropriate branch automatically. This gives you the flexibility to design workflows that reflect the complexity of your actual financial operations. Let's look at one of the most common actions, sending an email. If you add an email action to a branch, for example, the success branch, the first thing you'll choose is the recipient. Under the receipt options, you'll see target email address. This is the email address of the person linked to the receipt. This is the key receipt owner merge field. It ensures the email always goes to the correct contact, even if the automation runs for hundreds or thousands of receipts. You're not manually entering addresses or building static recipient lists. You're telling SwiftFox to use the person already associated with the payment. Inside the email body, you can insert receipt-specific merge fields by typing the @ symbol. These include things like the receipt owner's name, email address, and mobile number, as well as receipt data like the amount, receipt status, and line comments. For example, you might include lines like, "We've sent this confirmation to @target email address," or "If we need to reach you, we'll use @target mobile number." When the automation runs, SwiftFox replaces those placeholders with real data from the receipt and the linked contact. This means every email is personalized and contextually accurate, without you needing to manage the data manually. The real value of receipt automations is that they let you build finance workflows that run themselves. Instead of manually checking failed payments, sending one-off follow-ups, or crafting generic receipt emails, you can create workflows that respond instantly, are personalized to the contact, and adapt based on receipt details. Once published, every new receipt is automatically evaluated and handled the same way, consistently and reliably. This reduces admin work, eliminates delays, and ensures that your contacts receive timely, relevant communication based on their actual payment activity. So that's receipt automations and receipt owner merge fields in SwiftFox. They give you a flexible, automated way to respond to payment activity, personalized communications, and reduce manual finance and admin work. If you're looking for a simple place to start, create a receipt automation, add an email to the success branch, use the target email address merge field as the recipient, and include 1 or 2 receipt owner merge fields in the message. That alone will give you a much more polished, automated receipt experience. Thanks for joining this SwiftFox Masterclass, and we'll see you in the next one.